Hi guys! I know I very rarely make videos. I think the last one I made was a skincare routine about a year ago. But I'm making this video now is because first I got a new camera, it's awesome. And also if you follow me on social media, you might have already known that I am one of the finalists of Miss Universe Malaysia 2015. So when I was over at Beauty Camp, all the girls were like asking me, oh, how do you do this, how do you do that? And they really love my eye makeup and they were asking for a lot of tips and tricks that I have. So I figured why not make a video and to show them how I do it. Well, first of all, I have to say that this is what I personally do and you do not have to follow exactly how I do it, and it's not necessarily for you to use the exact same products because it's just crazy. This makeup look is very neutral and it's very versatile. Of course, you don't have to wear the red lip if you don't want to. Depending on how casual or formal I want to go, I change up the lip color. Maybe I will skip the foundation and use a BB cream instead. Of course, this red lip is my favorite. You will know what I use in the video. Enough of the chit chat, let's get right onto the makeup. Alright, so after rubbing away the sleepiness in my eyes and finding an odd red patch on my forehead, I'm going to zoom you in and we're now finally ready to go. I'm going to prime my face with the Benefits Professional. This is the sample size one. I will focus on the areas that I tend to have bigger pores like my cheeks, forehead, nose, and chin. I'm getting a little too excited listening to Beyonce over here. Next, I am mixing the Shiseido Sheer and Perfect Foundation in the shade Natural Fair Ochre with the Chanel Le Beiges All-in-One Healthy Glow Cream, which is actually a BB cream, to get the perfect shade for my skin tone. Oh, I guess we're doing a quick dance break. And then I'm going to use my finger to spread the foundation all over my face and blend it all out using the Sigma F80 flat kabuki brush with dabbing motion, which I think gives the most flawless and even finish. And of course, don't forget to blend out areas like your hairline and jawline because a harsh foundation line ain't cute. Moving on, as you can see, I have terrible dark circles thanks to my sinus issues. In order to cover them bad boys up, I will first use the Nars Radiant Creamy Concealer in Custard and sort of spread it on my under eyes in a triangle shape because that gives the most natural under eye coverage and highlight as well. And to blend it all out, I'm just using my Damp Beauty Blender Pro. If you're wondering where to get Beauty Blender in Malaysia, I will be listing all the further information on the description box below and also on my blog, so make sure to check them out first if you have any questions. After that, since my dark circles are so bad, I have to go in with a second coat. Don't judge me. Here I am using MAC's Prolong Wear Concealer in NC20 and using the same triangle method, but this time I am also applying the concealer on areas I tend to get redness, such as the sides of my nose, the red patch on my forehead, blemishes in between my brows, chin, and a little bit on the tip of my nose. Very sexy. Again, I'm using the Damp Beauty Blender Pro to blend it all out. I love using the Beauty Blender because it is so quick and it absorbs all the extra products to avoid cakiness. Okay, I am the most terrible at multitasking, obviously. Whenever there's a camera in my face, my mind goes blank. Right, after pausing for a million seconds there, I will be setting all of my hard work with the Diorsnow White Reveal Pure Transparency Loose Powder in Crystal Lilac. As its name says, the powder has a bit of a purple undertone to it and it's perfect to counteract my yellowy skin tone. Using my Real Techniques buffing brush, I am gently patting it all over my face to set the foundation and concealer. I am also using the Innisfree powder pack to set my under eye concealer once more for a perfect finish. And also because I am quite insecure about my dark circles. Now let's move on to the eyes. I am using a Nars eyeshadow duo in Alhambra? I don't know. Using the gold shade on the right, with my ring finger, I'm just gonna spread it evenly on my eyelids, focusing on the middle to give it a nice glow. Next, don't hate me, but I am using this gorgeous maroon purple eyeshadow from MAC's limited edition collection called Semi Precious, and applied only along the outer corners of my eyes. I'm only using my finger because I feel it picks up the most product and gives the most control. But for this step, you really don't have to be precise because we're going to blend it all out with the brush anyway. And next, using the same blending brush, I'm taking this camel color called the Male from the Also Special Sleek palette as a transition color. Applying a transition color on the edges of your darker eyeshadow is the key to avoid harsh lines in my opinion. After that, using a flat definer brush, I am taking this reddish brown color called Wrapped Up and apply it on the outer V to give some more definition to the eyes. Then I'm going to blend everything out again with the blending brush to make sure both sides are even and there are no harsh lines. Next up, I am using a random eyebrow brush, but in this case, I am using it on the lower lash lines. I am taking the maroony purple shadow again and apply on the outer third of my lower lash lines. Then buff it all out with the camel transition color using the same brush. And last but not least, applying the reddish brown color to intensify and complete the eye look. Just kidding, I lied. There's eyeliner and mascara to go, but before that, I'm curling my sad Asian eyelashes with my one and only Shu Uemura curler about twice on each eyes. After that, I totally messed up the sequence here, but because I usually do my eyeliner first, but never mind that. I'm using the Diorshow Maximizer Lash Plumping Serum, which is kind of like an eyelash primer on both of my upper and lower lashes, before moving on to my first coat of mascara using the Diorshow Iconic Overcurl Mascara. Next, I'm using my teeny weeny black pencil eyeliner from Stage to line my upper waterline to give the illusion of a fuller lash line. You can use any black eyeliner you like, of course. After that, I'm going in with my super old black gel eyeliner from Maybelline to give myself a subtle cat eye. I know you can barely see anything, don't worry because I'll be doing a separate eyeliner video in the near future. But basically, what I'm doing right now is creating an outline of my eyeliner and then filling it in, then smooth out any jacked up lines with a clean eyebrow brush. And after that, I'm going to use what's left on my liner brush to slightly sweep across my lower lash lines to give them some drama. Then top it off with a reddish brown we used earlier to very lightly smoke out the liner, so that even if you have any imperfections, the smokiness of the shadow can help you hide that. This is why I don't like doing my mascara first because my lashes tangle up when I'm doing my liner and I'll have to comb it through afterwards. With that done, now it's time for the eyebrows. Did I say my eye pencil was teeny weeny? I was wrong. This is the real teeny weeny. I'm using the Rimmel eyebrow pencil in Hazel to sort of outline my brows first and then fill them in with the Stage brow defining pencil in the color Natural Brown. Don't worry, I'll also be doing a separate eyebrow video soon. Some people might think that these brows are too heavy and thick. I admit they are not for everybody, but I personally prefer sculpted brows, and because I have a wider face, I have to draw on a pair of thicker brows to balance everything out. And when I'm satisfied with the shape of my brows, I go ahead and fix them in place using the Diorshow Brow Styler Gel. Okay, moving on. As you can see, I am very pale, so I like to have a little bit of a bronzer on my face. A little bit as in a lot. Recently, I fell in love with using the MAC Studio Care Blend Pressed Powder in Dark Deep. Yes, it is a face powder and that is why it is so easy to blend. I am obsessed. Here I am using the F80 Angled Kabuki from Sigma and just applying the bronzer on the hollows of my cheeks, along the hairline and also my huge manly jawline in hopes of hiding them. I felt like the bronzer was a little too intense, so I went back in with my powder brush to soften them up. And then using a dome-shaped eyeshadow brush, I'm just going to grab a little bit of the same bronzer or face powder to contour and define my nose. I'm also bringing what's left on the brush to contour my bottom lip to give it a fuller illusion. We're almost done now, I promise. I'm just adding this taupey pink blush from the Body Shop called Cherry 8 with a Sigma F82, then moving on to highlight. I'm using MAC Shroom, just a very neutral champagne color using Real Techniques contour brush. I'm applying it on the bridge of my nose, up towards my forehead, a little on my chin, top of my cheeks, and my cupid's bow. Then using Shroom again, but with Real Techniques Detailer brush, I'm going to highlight my brow bones and the inner corners of my eyes. Just to add a little va-va-voom, but not too much, I'm using this partial lashes I cut out from a pair of random lashes and applying it to the outer third of my lash line. Then I'm using this liquid eyeliner I got from Etude House eons ago to hide the lash band and also to fill in any empty spaces between my lashes. Last but not least, I'm going back in with my L'Oreal Curl Impact Collagen Mascara to blend my real lashes and the falsies together. Now, finally, the red lip. I am using MAC's Cherry Lip Liner, basically just filling in my entire lips with it, but slightly overlining them because my lips are so thin. And then go over it with my all-time favorite MAC's Ruby Woo. I prefer Ruby Woo than Lady Danger because I feel like wearing a cool tone red makes my teeth look wider, whereas Lady Danger, which is a warm red, does the opposite. And lastly, to finish everything up, I'm spraying Max Fix Plus all over my face to set my makeup so that it stays on all day long. Alright guys, that's it. I hope you enjoyed the video. Once again, I'm not a professional makeup artist and you can feel free to change up all the products that I used. Use something that suits your skin, that you're used to using, or colors that you think suits your skin tone because you might be darker. I'm really fair. And do follow me on all my social media. I am Ashley on everywhere. And thank you for watching. I'll see you soon. Bye. What's next? What's next? Seriously.